and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that, well, you can either tough it out, or just go do something you actually enjoy. Like, don't let us limit you in your joy today. So go on and listen to her very own podcast, Unlocked, where they talk to people about things.
And stuff. Probably we don't actually know.
You know, I listened to that one with the Hardy voice.
So they probably talk about stuff.
They talked about candy.
That's stuff.
For a very long time.
Oh. Sounds interesting. This is a good...
It wasn't actually.
They don't give us money. I want you guys to know this. We just...
And if they did, we would not be earning that paycheck.
We would not. So, sister, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about... Well, it was supposed to be best cutscenes and animations, but I think we just sort of went, let's just recognize some really... the animation in games.
Yeah, honestly, we're just gonna go and rate the games based on their animations and cutscenes.
You know? Like you do.
Like you do. I mean, like we do. Like, this isn't something weird for us.
It isn't. This is actually completely in the norm. So let's do it.
Yeah, so I wanted to just start with Secrets Can Kill. You know, the 2D animations of, like, the characters are pretty charming. Really.
If you say so. I mean,
they're not great.
They have that. Okay, here's the thing. They remind me of, like, I don't know. They give me weird mid-90s video game feels, and I know that that's...
I mean...
because that's accurate, but, like, it's sort of trapped in its own little time capsule.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I can rate it, per se. I can only say it's not my style.
I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10. Because, you know, I think they're charming.
Yeah, I don't know when she started doing the rating system of these, because
all of them. I'm just going to rate them all. Stay tuned for danger. The dialogue animations are frankly terrifying. Everyone is like a possessed animatronic. Like, really. All in all. Specifically, I'm thinking of, like, Lillian's head, like, looks like it's going to fly off.
Yeah, that's great.
And Rick... Oh, fuck. There's someone who should have been on our worst characters list. Rick Arlen.
Yeah, we mentioned Dwayne, but not Rick. That's weird.
Fucking skeevy ass bitch. But his animations are terrifying, quite honestly. But, you know, Ralph tackling Dwayne at the end, that's beautiful. So, you know, it's gonna be like a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10 for Stay Tuned for Danger, because, you know...
And you know what? Also, for Millie.
Millie, yeah.
Just right.
Yeah. Message in a Haunted Mansion. Mixed bag, really.
Really is.
Because, like, they, pretty terrible dialogue animations. Honestly.
There are several parts where Rose's teeth, like, dislodge from the rest of her face. It is truly terrifying. Watch for those moments.
And, you know, but I'm going to say, like, watching Lewis just kind of, like, poodle around the study and everything. It's okay. I mean, like, what is he doing? I mean, he's looking at books, bitch. That's what people do in a room full of books. But, you know, like, whatever. Be concerned or whatever, you know. But
I do have a fondness for the hauntings, because like just those little things where it's like you see the woman, her reflection, which is actually just being projected on the other side of the mirror, I think.
It's something like that.
And then there's that weird part where, like, it looks like the wall, like, opens up and closes, and that's never really explained. That's just kind of dropped in there. But it's an alluring animation they decided to stick in, and I have a fondness for it.
I have a fondness for the seance bit. I mean, nostalgia goggles are definitely on.
For sure.
But, I still, those bits raise it up to like a 5 out of 10.
Abby looks like a bad animatronic from like the Haunted Mansion ride.
Yes. Just awful. Terrible. Really. She's just, yeah. But yeah, it's it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
Okay. I really can't think of Treasure in the Royal Tower as having
that's why
any real animations. Same with Final Scene. There's nothing like that stands out to me about them.
Not at
all. They just kind of like exist.
But they're not bad games for it. It's just those were more story and puzzle heavy than animation, cutscene, action heavy. So.
Yeah. Secret of the Scarlet Hand, however, has like Henrik just like biting the dust, right? He just fucking bam.
I'm sorry, are we counting his weird, like, very weirdly proportioned body, like, planking up backward?
Yeah.
He's like, oh!
Yeah. So, really, I have to give it something for that. Also, Joanna constantly going, like, she's standing up and then she's, like, trying to look into the microscope. But it's like, what is she looking at? Like, really? She's like a curator. Like, what is she looking at in a microscope constantly? Why is she doing that? And it looks very awkward how she's doing it as well. So I'm just gonna give it like a 5 out of 10. The animations aren't like great.
May I just say, I hate the animations for the fucking hoop.
The ball toss thing.
The ball toss thing.
Yeah.
Not a fan of having to watch that.
That's going to take it down. That's going to take it down to a fucking, like, 4 out of 10. Because over and over again. And the animation for Bool is also just boring. It's like they could have done more with it, but then they didn't. However, they do have, like, the maze thing you have to do, which, nostalgia makes me think of Windows 95, So... there is that. So I'm going to keep it at that, like, 4.5 out of 10.
They also have that in Message in a Haunted Mansion, so...
They do. That's true.
Nice reuse of assets, guys.
That's what you do. That's what you do. But Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Mm-hmm. Doggies.
That's
really
all you gotta say.
We got the ghost doggies, and we see them. And they're adorable.
They are so good.
And we also have Yogi and get a little animation out of him. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, 10 out of 10.
Him just lift him little head.
I know. He's just so cute. Like, honestly.
The doggies are so good.
Doggies are good. So, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake gets a 10 out of 10 for us on their animations because they animated dogs.
We'll get back to it, but just offhand, like, why do you think they're so good at dogs but bad at cats?
They're just awful at cats.
Bad at cats. Wonderful dogs. We'll talk about more. But god damn.
Yeah, cats, nope. But the Haunted Carousel.
Yes. As janky as they are, I love the animations in this game. Like right down to just smacking Elliot in the face with the sign. Yeah. That's great. I love it. A+. Like, they're definitely... The rigging's a little bad, but, like, for the most part, they're good, and they're meaningful animations, like seeing a car coming at you to raise the stakes of a very stakeless game.
I really like the animation of the actual... the carousel.
The carousel, yeah, I was gonna say that because like
that's pretty good.
It feels like a carousel. It's like okay, it's like going to Balboa Park.
It is.
And I'm like yeah.
But we do have to deal with the squid toss game, which I don't like those animations.
Oh yeah, huh? That's
because it's the
game.
Same thing. as the other one.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I enjoy the animations in that game. I specifically like the way they do the lighting in a lot of it. Like, when Elliot is coming at you in the end, right? It's such, like, dramatic lighting. I love it.
Yeah.
So honestly,
you're
like...
in the little sea monster...
Yeah. Thing. I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
It, like, used to be a ballroom. It's a haunted house, I guess?
Yeah, it's the house. Haunted ballroom? Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
A ghoul.
But, yeah.
No, it's an alien. It's the they labeled the thing Alien Hand. Yeah.
So, I give the game, let's say like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty good. Honestly.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Danger on Deception Island. It's got some stuff. It's got some stuff that I like, but it also has some stuff that I don't like. I'm going to start with just saying that the walking animation that happens is like, really, do I have to keep doing this? And I also feel like they could have done more with the animation for being on the kayak. I'm a little disappointed in them for that.
Yeah, that was very...
It could have been more.
But at the same time, you know, it does make the animations that we do get just... They're nice. They are clean. They are not really, like, super... jilted or anything like that. Yeah. It's all pretty good.
Yeah.
Like,
I think this is the first game where the character animations have finally gotten to a place where it's like not completely awful.
Yeah.
Like Holt is actually sitting in his chair properly.
more than 3 seconds of idle animation.
Yeah, it's not the same animation over and over again. It's pretty good.
For those of you who can't see me, I am looking down and then looking up and then looking down and then looking up again.
Yeah. So, it's pretty good. I mean, there are some really, like, iconic animation, like, cutscenes in that game. Yes. I would say one being meeting the orca for the first time and having it, like, hit the thing back to you. Like, that is fantastic, being able to play catch with the orca. Like, that little cutscene is very cute. But then the most iconic being, I knew it was you, Katie, and then she turns around and she's got her mouth all taped up and everything. Or she's gagged, whatever it is.
No, it's tape. You're right, it was
tape. Is it tape? I don't remember. So... having that, like, super dramatic lighting in there, and then the chair just turns around, and it's just, like, it's fantastic. I love it. It's great. Honestly, this game gets, like, a 9 out of 10 on animations for me, because of, like, the final bit, where also, like, when Andy Jason is coming at you, and the lighting is so, like, menacing in there, and the way that it hits his face, and it's like a legit, for its time, good cutscene.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's cinematic, it's all very good.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about them. Or the debris falling from the lighthouse.
Yeah, that's pretty good, too. Nice. Specifically compared to, like, some of the other ones. Prior to that, like, final scene when something falls, it's like... Yeah. There isn't an animation. It's literally like you turn around and it falls, isn't it? Is there an animation for that? Because it doesn't feel like it. No,
you literally step forward, hear something fall, and turn behind you, and there's, like, a fallen...
Light,
right?
Yeah, I think so.
No. I mean, you fall off the anyway, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Point being.
The falling stuff is at least, like, you see it.
Yes.
Then again, Danger on Deception Island, we love.
Yes, it's true.
Through all of its problems, we love it.
It's just good. It's so good. I mean, it's not necessarily good, but it's clean, it's simple, and it's lovely. And I appreciate it.
Secret of Shadow Ranch, which is my absolute favorite game. I'm just gonna continue saying that. So I enjoy the animations in that game, like, quite a bit. Is it, like, the best compared to, like, what we have in games now? No, but I really enjoy a lot of the animations in that game. Even down to just, like, the way that it turns the spatula in the bowl when you're baking the cake kind of thing. And the campfire cutscene
is
so
good.
Lovingly rendered.
It is. It's beautiful, and I love the how fluid they made the horses' movements, and like it's good. It's this is these couple of games were like really, they had their animation set. Like they weren't trying things to they knew what they were doing, so these were polished, you know, for that time. These were polished. They weren't trying to do new things. They were like, let's see if we can do one that works and then replicate it. And it's like, good job, you guys.
Yeah.
As far as quality goes, you know?
Yeah. I just really enjoy things like when you're doing the barrel race. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I think so.
For text, when you're doing that, it actually looks pretty. It's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
And then like the lasso animation is good too. I enjoy
that. Is really good. I will just watch the lasso animation for forever.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, 9 out of 10. Honestly,
solid.
Secret of Shadow Ranch, very solid. Curse of Blackmore Manor. There's some weird shit going on in this one.
Yes.
I like the ritual. They've started to get really cinematic with their cutscenes now.
They did.
Like, this was the game where they just went, like, we're gonna just do a cinematic right now. And that, like, ritual thing is, like, ugh, you know?
That is some next level shit.
It's, like, you know, like, different angles and dramatic lighting, and it's like, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But then, like, you also get, like Ethel sliding past you and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
just
kind of
like, ugh. And Mrs. Drake does that too. And just, I feel like some of the other things were just kind of like weird. Not
I like
great.
Well, as anyone will know, I love the animation where Nancy is eaten by a fucking plant. It's glorious.
Glorious. That's very true.
But no, also it's just the little things that are just their little peeps into. They're great, and they frame it well. Like when we're looking at Linda's hand going over, and we see it's all hairy, and she's reaching for the lotion, then she tosses it back, and weird physics are at play there, and then she grabs the mirror and screams, and it's nicely framed because we're looking through a peephole, and it's just it's good. It's good atmospheric stuff. I dig it.
I think it gives us some good like animatics, really, right? So it gives us good little cutscenes, but I think some of the animation itself is lacking. Like just Ethel, her existence, all of her animations are terrible.
Ethel
so
and
are Mrs.
Jane.
Drake's.
Oh, and and you know what?
Really?
Just everybody.
Just put a Nigel there as well. You know, the characters themselves are poorly animated. They're really like everyone's just kind of like their heads are going back and forth.
Dig the nightmare scene because it is a good use of making it cinematic while not wasting money on animations, and so they're just taking literally like just images, and they're just like, zoom in, zoom out. It's all black and white. And now there's red eyes just sort of floating there.
Yeah. So, I'm going to give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because while like the cutscenes are good, the actual like dialogue animations are frankly scary.
They are
It's like a step back. It's a step back from Shadow Ranch. Like, for reals.
Yeah.
Secret of the Old Clock.
They started trying things again. So, like
they went really
Curse of Blackmore Manor, they started trying things again, and then they went real experimental with Clock.
I think Secret of the Old Clock is the start of this really experimental time for Her Interactive. That's like,
Yeah.
From Secret of the Old Clock through to Ransom of the Seven Ships, I think,
Mm-hmm.
are all, like, these really, really weirdly
stylized.
Like, they're trying to do these really interesting angles and stuff, and it ends up being really weird. Secret of the Old Clock, like, the dialogue animations with the characters are just terrible. Like, everything looks bad. They look green screened in and not well. Or, as we've said before, they look like a wax figure that has melted. So, like, that is terrible.
And I feel like I wouldn't mind as much if the characters were actually, like, better characters. But they match their appearances. They're just cardboard cutout people.
Yeah, so... but then we have some really fun animations, like the stuff in the carriage house.
Yes.
And, like, mini golf. While I hate the game, there are some really fun animations they do with that. Like the little shortcut. And I feel like that carriage house animation just costs them too much money, and that's why you don't see a single character during your never-ending fetch quest.
Yes, pretty much. Fetch quest.
Fetch quest. Never-ending fetch quest. That is hard for me to say right now. Quetchfest.
Quetchfest.
Never-ending fetch quest. I can't speak. It's fine. I got it this time. But yeah. So, interesting things they did. They cannot animate a cat for shit. But you know what, Yuri? I love you anyway.
This is the start of their bad relationship with cats.
It's a terrible little cat, but I love him anyway.
He's the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and I love him so much.
I love you, Yuri. You're so cute.
You're so good, Yuri.
What is this
you
cat
just
want?
all you want is your little toy.
That's all he wants.
That's all he wants, and he's just gonna mew for it, man.
Yeah, so I would say that the animations in this game are like 6.5 out of 10. You know, they tried. They did. You know,
they tried a thing.
Yeah, just like in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, they tried.
They did. There were some hits, but a lot more misses. But there were some hits. Yeah. First of all, Jake Hurley, clearly an alien with all that tech. But, like, I love the animation. I dig it. I dig it so hard.
I mean, they make us watch it a whole bunch.
Yeah, I actually don't mind watching it. I don't know why. It's one that does not get to me. There are some that I'm like, ah.
I think it's because we don't have to watch it that many times.
Like the aforementioned carriage house.
Oh, yeah. That one is, like, over and over again. It's like, just stop. I just want the ladder to come down. You don't need to make me watch the entire thing before the ladder comes down.
But
they're like, we gotta justify how much money we spent on this, so you gotta watch it again.
But, like, yeah, no, it's a little weird. Not quite, like, janky, but not quite, like, fluid. The movements don't seem organic, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But,
I just like what they did. Mm-hmm. That they tried. I like the minecart.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about the minecart. I love that.
I actually like Fatima's animations.
Fatima's animation, she's the cutest bobblehead person. Like, she's just a bobble person.
Yeah. But then some of the character animations are really bad. Like, specifically Lori and
Charlena.
Yeah, those are the two that are, like, really bad. The others aren't terrible. But those are just, like...
They have some trouble, like, conveying the emotions of, what's his name? Gray.
John Gray?
Yes. Him.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the crazy eyebrow movements of Tino Balducci.
What is he thinking about? It just makes me think of the meme on Tumblr years ago, where someone, like, everyone would just add, like, the thought bubble of his, like, what is he thinking about? And it's, like, spilled milk. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. But I do love the quote-unquote Camille outside of the window. That's a really pretty animation and always
cute.
gets me. I'm always like, it's simple, and all they did was add a little bitty, like, effect and let it go. They didn't try too hard, and it was exactly right.
Yeah.
Exact right amount of effort to be put forward.
Yeah. So you gave it a... You rated it this time.
I didn't rate. Oh, yeah, I said 7 out of 10, question mark?
Yeah, I'll take it. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I like it.
They tried.
They tried.
However, danger by design.
Nope. They didn't try.
I mean, the animations in that are just they're pretty bad. They're abysmal, really. Like, I think part of it is that the actual models themselves were really bad, specifically for Heather and JJ.
Oh my god, Heather, especially Heather, her movements are just, like, weird to me. I hate them.
They're jarring.
Her body is weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Jing Jing is, like, constantly, like, doing the thing, and then they're, like, her head's back and forth, and it's just kind of, like, it's uncomfortable to watch. I do enjoy the, literally just a little animation of the cookies cooking.
Mm-hmm. That is nice.
So I like that. That's cute. I think more than animation, the models in this game are just off the mark.
Yeah.
The models themselves.
Yeah, the models are absolutely bananas. But the like, honestly, the one that always gets me is that fucking windmill. Oh. Because it's so weird and janky. I'm sorry, I keep using the word janky. I don't know why it's in my vocabulary today. But, like, they did try with colors. They decided to get, like, they didn't hold back on colors. And I can admire that. Because, you know, they went out there.
But still, it was just...
But then that fight.
The fight, I think, is the worst bit. Because her animations, Manette's animations, are just really bad.
And the jump from idle to movement...
I think there's, like, literally a flash in some of them.
There's
like a stutter.
Horrifying.
It's bad. Not a fan. So I think Danger by Design is gonna get like a 4 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
maybe a 3
for me. The same could very much be said for Creature of Kapu Cave.
Creature of Kapu Cave tried to go even more experimental here for some of the angles and stuff that they did things with. I can think of the fucking end animation, like the ending type thing where like Pua and Mike show up and everything's like really dramatic lighting.
And we switch points of view. Like sometimes we're looking through Nancy's eyes and you can tell because Frank's looking back at us and like, are you listening to this?
But then sometimes you're just like outside of yourself and it's not good.
It's not good.
I do like, the things I do like are like when you're trying to escape at the Healy and there are the people in their suits and everything and you see them walking around. That ends up working for me. Like that bit. They obviously put effort into Quigley coming down on the harness and everything, but they make us watch it every fucking time we talk to her, and I can't. I just can't with it. I just hate it. Mostly because I know she's going to speak when she comes down.
Yeah. That is a major drawback.
And then with like the animation they make us watch a whole bunch with the GPS, it's like, are you even fucking trying? It doesn't look like it. It does not look like they're trying. It's bad. I hate it. Really. Maybe it's just because I dislike that game so much.
Yeah.
It just feels like they weren't trying with a whole bunch of it. And then, like, the models are also really weird. I feel like the only model that's not super off is Quigley Kim.
And that's really just because she's hanging there and she's basically, like...
she's just chilling. Whereas, like, I feel like Mike.
She doesn't do arm movements
weirdly.
really because she's holding onto her harness.
Yeah, Big Island Mike is super oddly proportioned, and Pua is just shaped weird. It's just like, I'm not a fan.
She's got like a triangle head.
She kind of, mostly it's just, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna give it that 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Like, luckily there's pretty art in it, so that makes up for the horrible animation, so, you know.
Just keep moving on, since this is gonna be a long one. Like, so, White Wolf of Icicle Creek, mostly I just want to talk about, like, why did they make Yanni do that? You know, why is his idle animation him, like, bending over to wax his skis? And he's like, here, look at my butts. And it's like, oh, no thank you. I don't want this.
What is someone fulfilling here?
They lovingly rendered his ass, and I don't know why.
Do not appreciate it. Thank you.
Do not. However, the animation with Freddy, I think, is really cute. Her popping up from thing to thing. I think that's adorable.
That is adorable.
And I really like all of the, what's the wolf's name? Is it Isis?
Yeah.
It is Isis.
It is.
Sad day.
Yeah.
I really like all the wolf animations, but as we've said in the past, why is she so small? Wolves are gigantic.
Yeah, she's small, and also she moves kind of weird, like...
Yeah, and then the real thing that tanks the value of the animations in this game is the fucking, like, walking animation that makes me slightly nauseous, because it's like, bottom. It's like, you're, like, going on this full, like, circle.
Sloping journey.
Yes. It's terrible. It's the head bob and everything, and you're just kind of like, ugh, I hate this. So, really, it's down there at, like, a 3 out of 10. However, Legend of the Crystal Skull, I think, pops up real high.
That's pretty good.
I think they really went out on a limb on a lot of what they did with this one. It was really experimental with the angles they shot things at, specifically things with Lamont for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything with him in it is weird.
Like those reaction shots to him that he's having to the Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, I think it's really kind of fun. Honestly. The fact that he's just kind of doing that, I think that's fun. Yeah. I think the Skeleton Man
weird angles on him, though.
Oh yeah, weird angles on everything in that game.
Yeah.
But like,
Skeleton
Man has some really fluid animations.
Yeah.
Actually, at the beginning,
it really is a game that's very lovingly animated. They made sure every animation counted. They, you know, they did some nice clean stuff here, while also trying, like, with the rain. There we go. Animation, just like a nice little particle effect.
I thought that was real. I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
I think that the fact that I have to watch Henry turn around every fucking time is infuriating.
It is
absolutely infuriating. It's still a pretty good animation, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rank Legend of the Crystal Skull up at an 8 out of 10.
I say that's fair.
Yeah. What about Phantom of Venice? Honestly, the Punchy LaRue dance shit tanks the value of any of the animations in that.
Oh my God.
It's just awful. And I'm having to, for 100%ing it, you have to do the dancing at least 14 times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've done it like 7 times now in this run, and I'm done. I'm so fucking done. I'm tired of it. I hate it. All of the animations look awful. I don't get it. I don't get any of it. I hate it. I've said that before, but I'm saying it again.
You will never not say that. That's on the same level as the fight with Manette.
It really is. It's just bad. Mm-hmm. It's bad, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then you get the fucking, like, laser Roombas and everything like that, too, in this game.
Yeah.
And I'm not here for it. Phantom of Menace. We're getting like a 2 out of 10 on this one. Because of Punchy LaRue.
Because Punchy LaRue.
Punchy-laroo. Haunting of Castle Malloy. That one goes up for me.
That one's pretty good, honestly.
I'm not a huge fan of the character animations. They're a little weird. But I do like the fact that we do get some really fun animations with Fiona. And we're getting that, like, third-person view of Nancy, which is kind of fun.
That is really fun. The angle makes me a little, like, nauseous at times, but, but, like, I you know what I really love? I like all of the things that are also, like, wandering around the map, like the sheep and you know. But really, I'm here for the crows.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for in this game. That and the scene of Fiona finding us in the cottage is just mwah.
I love it. I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and
they give us a crow.
Fiona's movements are, like, really stilted, but I feel like it gives her a very banshee / scarecrow, like, vibe, so I dig it.
She does. Yeah. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
We're here for it. Ransom of the Seven Ships. So, I hate RAN and everything it stands for. Like,
Yeah,
I'm going to put that out there. But I actually like the animations in this game. Starting with George running up at the beginning. And, like, she's, like, waving her arms, and then she, like, kind of, like, bends over.
Doubles
like
over.
She's out of breath and stuff. That's actually really good. And all of the monkeys are so cute.
The monkeys are great.
They're adorable. I mean, there are some bad animations in this one as well.
Absolutely.
like her scuba diving animation is just weird and bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's a not good angle at all because it's really hard to read.
The animation of the golf cart is bad. It's just weird. I don't like it. Same with the sailboat. It's weird. The whole thing is just bad. And the rock climbing as well. It's like that's a bad animation. But the monkeys...
The monkeys are great, I think. And Cuckoo's tricks.
Yeah, they're actually pretty chill.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with those, so.
I like how we didn't even mention Lulu when we talked about Curse of Blackmore Manor.
It's true. It's because I don't like Lulu or Cuckoo. I'm just gonna be real here.
Reese is not a bird person.
I'm not. Like, specifically parrots, and I don't mix. They make fun of me to my face. So, I'm just saying. Do you remember Jenna's birds, Ariana?
Jenna's birds were assholes, man.
They were terrible. And they would wake me up at 6 a.m. with these, like, fucking supermarket noises. I was just like, why are you doing this to me? Specifically. Everyone else can sleep through this, but I can't. So I have something against parrots. You know... And I think that is completely healthy and normal of me.
Sure. Why not? Why not, man?
So, Ransom of the Seven Ships, I think it's a 7 out of 10 because of the monkeys.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
The monkeys, you know? Warnings at Waverly Academy is another really weird one.
Yeah.
Because, like, everything's just kind of, like, nothing's rigged properly in this game. So we have some fun things, like watching everyone, like, show up for the ritual for, like, the stupid secret society thing.
Yeah, the Black Cat Society or whatever.
And we also have that really cute thing that Corinne does with her, where she just kind of, like, looks up with her, from under her lashes and everything. And that's adorable, right?
It is.
But then you get the really weird shit, like Mel's hands just, like, going forever because of that. Same with, like, Kim and Rachel. They're terribly animated.
Yeah.
Especially in that scene where you find them up in the annex or whatever it is. I mean, come on. Yeah. But it's just really weirdly animated. And I hate the squirrel, but the squirrel's actually cute. But I still just hate it. So I'm going to give Waverly Academy a 5.5 out of 10.
That's fair. That seems fair.
It tried, but I don't like it.
Also, one of the only major animations in it is that fucking swinging axe that I hate.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with, that.
Yeah. Trail of the Twister. All of the characters move like aliens, but the mice are so cute. And so are the prairie dogs. Yes. But the mice are just even cuter. Like, they're the cutest thing in the game.
I don't even care that it's just a little loop of them spinning around. They're so cute.
They're adorable. So I give it
Eating the cheese.
I give it like a 6 out of 10, just for the mice. Everything else is bad, but the mice
for the rodents in the game.
Precious. Secrets Can Kill Remastered. I'm gonna just take it. I'm just gonna rate it right now. It's a 2 out of 10. It's awful. I hate it. I don't want to see it.
It is not an improvement upon the original 2D animations.
No, the character models are horrific. Like, I'm gonna put that out there. They're just terrible.
They really uglied up. What's his name? Daryl.
Poor Daryl. He no longer has eyebrows.
He does not.
But it's bad. 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No thank you.
Shadow of the Water's Edge. So we got another terrifying cat.
Yeah.
Just awful. The cat animation for Suki is just bad.
They did try to cover up the fact that they can't do cats by making it a robot cat that nobody can decide if they think it's creepy or if they think it's cute, because it has such weird movements and it can contort its body in weird ways for some reason. I don't know who would want their cat to do that, but they should not have a cat, let alone like they should. Don't sell these toys to those people.
No. I think the character animations for Yumi and Miwako are good. Yeah. But I think the character animations for Rentaro and Takai are not good.
Takai?
I think it's weird. I really don't like the Rentaro animations. Like, I really specifically hate the, like, pinky to the mouth thing that Rentaro does when you catch him. I hate it so much.
It's so bad.
I almost put Rentaro on our absolute worst characters list, but I decided against it. He was, like, really teetering on there. But a lot of his animations are just, like, weird and bad.
They are.
So, you know. But we do get that really, really cool, like, scare with the bathroom.
Yes.
We get some really cool, we get some really cool animations, I think, for the game. So I'm going to put it up at a 7 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty good, really, because I really like a lot of the haunting animations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do some good work in there.
Yeah. Captive Curse. I think all of the Lucas animations are adorable. Everything Lucas does is just fantastic. He's adorable. He's cute. Yeah. He, doing his little rocking back and forth thing, his get under the table thing. Adorable.
They used up the entire budget on him. I swear to God.
I also like the Carl playing with his action figures animation. Yeah. But everything with the monster is just bad. It's so just bad. Terribly, and the entire opening cutscene is awful.
Oh my God.
It's just terrible. Like, specifically for what we know they can do at this point, it's bad.
What we see of the monster is so... Well, first of all, so Bigfooty, because they give us grainy-ass shots of him from far away at the other end of the fucking dark-ass courtyard. Yeah. But then when we do get up close, it's like, that mouth does not move.
No, it doesn't.
No wonder they had to do fucking a Bigfoot stuff if they're gonna cheap out and make the face, like, not do anything.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, then why are we afraid of this thing? This is clearly a person in a fucking rubber mask.
Yeah. So, Captive Curse, I'm gonna rate it like a 6. Because, like, Lucas, adorable, everything else, bad. Actually, let's raise it up to like a 6.5, because I also like Renata's animations.
Oh, that's true. And you know what? I do dig the animations they give Tits McGee when she is
I wanted to cruel in him.
Yeah. I love it. So good.
So, yeah. Okay, we'll raise it to a 7 out of 10, actually, because those things are good. Everything else is bad.
There we go.
Yeah. Alibi and Ashes. I don't have enough of an opinion.
It's adequate. There's not really animations in it. They decided to go more heavy on the trading characters component.
Yeah.
So
Moving on. Tomb of the Lost Queen. Some of the animations are kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when they're all walking into the tomb, like, it's very clear that those are, like, they don't know how to animate walking animations.
They're like, okay, let's,
how does this work?
Marionette these folks around.
Same with when Dylan walks in front of you to the thing, and it's just kind of like, oh, that's bad. And anytime you're looking at Lily, she's not rigged properly, and it's upsetting to me. However, I absolutely love when John comes in at the end and we watch him fucking bash in Abdullah's skull. Like, that raises, that's like a 9 out of 10.
He just sort of adjusts his grip on his crutch and goes, okay,
let's go.
Where's this mummy? It's like, motherfucker.
I love that.
I love it. It's a good moment.
It is. It's good. So, I'm going to give it
also really dig all of the Jamila, all the animations they give her for talking. She's actually rigged properly. She's, like, well-designed and well done.
Yeah. She's cute.
Abdullah's arms and hands are too big, though.
Yeah, he doesn't work.
He doesn't work right.
But yeah, and I like the snake. The snake is pretty good.
Snake.
Yeah, it's a snake. So yeah, Tomb of the Lost Queen, 9 out of 10, just for the bashing of the head. Yes. Deadly Device. Again, I don't, like, there's not enough there for me to really care about.
They had some fun with lighting because they wanted to, get the electricity thing across. They took full advantage of that in their colors and everything like that. But really, yeah, most of the artwork is what we appreciate about that game. Not the static stuff, not the animated stuff. Yeah. So, Ghost of Thornton Hall, however, fantastic. Oh!
Love it.
Great.
I love all of the haunting animations. Specifically, I'm talking about that one where Charlotte is, like, walking towards you and she's, like, becoming embers. That's fantastic.
Burns up. It is terrifying.
It is. And I love it. The only thing that I the one thing I really dislike animation-wise in this game is that fucking naked mole rat. What is his name? It's like Mr. Skinbag or something like that.
Yeah, Mr. Skinbag.
But Mr. Skinbag is terrifying. Otherwise, I love all of the animations for the hauntings in that game specifically.
I gotta say, I was happier when I thought that Mr. Skinbag was actually just a weirdly animated, like, armadillo.
I agree.
And we all thought it, too, so...
Yeah, so I don't know why it wasn't.
I don't know why they, like, broke our hearts and told us the truth.
Yeah. I also really enjoy the animation of, like, the statue moving and stuff like that. So, Ghost of Thornton Hall, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, you know what? 11 out of 10.
For the spooks.
For the spooks. For the spooks. Silent Spy?
It's alright.
I like the ziplining cutscene.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't really have that much of an opinion on it.
Yeah, there's not really much animation going on. I mean, there's character interactions that are not terrible that I can really remember, but they're not particularly impressive, so.
They're not. So, no opinion. Shattered Medallion. Interesting. I'm gonna say they went a little more experimental again, in my opinion, on Shattered Medallion, because they had gotten to this place that I feel like starts with, like, Deadly Device. No, Tomb of the Lost Queen, where everything is very polished out, like, they very much polished all of the scenery. And so they were kind of like in a rut in the animation a little bit. Mm-hmm. Whereas Shattered Medallion, they kind of stepped out of that box a little bit. And I absolutely love Patrick's animations and Bess's animations.
Yes.
Those are the ones that I think went really, like, they're really good to me.
I genuinely like that George's passing out animations
just
look so dork. Like, they look like bad acting. And I love that because it's very, that means that it at least looks human, you know?
It does, yeah. So it's better than the others, I will say. I'm gonna say it's up there. It's like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. There wasn't much, but what was there was nice.
Yeah. I think so, at least. Labyrinth of Lies? It got static again. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The animations aren't, like, super great. You have that animation at the very end where she's rising up onto the stage and everyone's there. It. But otherwise, everything is very static in that game. No one's moving around very much. Everyone's in their own places. Like, we see Niobe running around, but it's like not, it's not great. I'm just gonna say everything's just pretty blah. 5 out of 10.
Yeah. We do get that initial scene where we come in and we think that, what's her name? Xenia's being killed.
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning, so there's that,
But it's just kind of like, middle of the road.
Yeah.
You know? Sea of Darkness, however, I love the animations. First of all, Toomey. Just Toomey. Like, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes.
I also love Dagny's animations. They're adorable. The way she's, like, warming herself up and stuff. I think that's really cute.
Yeah.
I like Gunnar's animations as well. And Soren's are actually pretty good.
Yeah, this is a game where I actually genuinely enjoy their idle animations. They're long enough and they're varied enough. So it's like, okay, that's nice. I dig this. This is just a character waiting in the wings, and I dig it.
I enjoy, and then you get Toomey, you know, fantastic. 10
winning
out of 10.
The game.
So, 10 out of 10, honestly, because of Toomey. That specific running and skidding animation, 10 out of 10.
And it does not hurt that the designs were all just beautiful.
Visually stunning game.
It is.
Midnight in Salem. 0 out of 10. Put it back.
Burn it.
Bad. Awful. Terrible. Hate it.
Not a fan. Not a fan of any of it.
No. I really... Nope. No.
I like what I believe is unintentional, when they're in the cemetery and they've just had the tea Olivia gave them, and spoilers I guess for mid, but they had the tea and their animations start to get wonky, and then you realize that the drugs have kicked in. But, like, I don't think that that's why the animations get wonky. I think that's just a happy coincidence. Because it did give me, like, a happy feeling. Because, like, suddenly Olivia started waving her arms around and, like, looking at them. But she also does that, like, later in her shop.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my main issue with all of the animations in Midnight in Salem is that everyone is constantly swaying. Everyone is moving back and forth constantly, and it's just nauseating.
It is nauseating.
I hate it. So really, 0 out of 10. I don't want it. Please polish the game and give it and bring it. You know,
give it a once over, and we'll try again.
Yeah. So that was it. We rated the animations and cutscenes of the games. If you think we're wrong, you can tell us, because it's all subjective. But
you also have to spend an hour recording yourself talking about them and why.
So you can contact us on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and fancy website, krolmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
You can also find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. There we go. My diction is wonderful. And Spotify, where you can leave us reviews and you know, let us know how much you adore listening to us talk for an hour.
Yeah. You can also subscribe to us on Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emotes, as well as podcast night VODs. Or, if you'd rather, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/KrolmeisterSisters to get access to Streamcat videos, our podcast night VOD. I mean, Streamcat pictures, not videos. Podcast night VODs, though. Those are videos.
We're giving them videos of
you know what? Sometimes Streamcat videos. Sometimes. And you can also tell us what to do, what to talk about for the podcast.
What to talk about. You can't tell us what to do. You're not my supervisor.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter.
Yeah. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
I knew it. That's what was missing from that song.
I feel like people would have taken Franny like way more seriously, way quicker. She just cussed them out.
So yeah, as a reminder, I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister Sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.
Mr. Skinbag.